Once, not twice, not thrice, but just once. Long ago, there was a quarry at the foot of a mountain, and in that quarry there worked a stonecutter. Every day he'd trudge up from the village and get out his chisel and his hammer, and he'd chip, chip, chip away at the rock all day, making blocks of stone for buildings. And one day he was chip, chip, chipping away as usual, when he thought, I'm tired of this job. The sun was shining down on the back of his neck, and the back of his neck was burning. He looked up at the sun. He said, I wish I could be something important like you. I wish I was the sun. And as he said that, the goddess of wishes up in the heavens, she thought, okay. And she sang a little song like this. Stonecutter, chip, 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 and the sun in the sky, it shines so bright. Sister cloud, she brings us rain, and the western wind blows day and night. Mountain, mountain, big and strong, and the little stonecutter chips all day long. Chip, 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 chip. If you wish it, she says, it shall be. And the stonecutter became the sun. Gosh, and he was happy up there in the sky, feeling all hot and bright. And he shone down on the earth, and he watched all the leaves soaking up his heat. And he shone down on the beach, and he watched the sunbathers soaking up his warmth. And he shone down on the ground, and he saw the air heat up, making clouds and winds. He thought, gosh, it's great to be the sun. I'm the most powerful thing in all the world. But then a cloud came floating by and blocked his view of the ground. He thought, it's nice being the sun, but a cloud is more powerful than me. A cloud can stop my sunshine anytime. I wish I was a cloud. And up in the heavens, the goddess of wishes, she heard his wish, and she smiled, and she said, here's a little song for you. Stonecutter, chip, 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 and the sun in the sky, it shines so bright. Sister cloud, she brings us rain, and the western wind blows day and night. Mountain, mountain, big and strong, and the little stonecutter chips all day long. Chip, 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 chip. If you wish it, she said, so be it. And then, by magic, the sun became a cloud. The stonecutter was a cloud, floating up high above the sky, all white and soft and fluffy. He thought, I like being a cloud. It's kind of soft, it's kind of warm, it's kind of round, it's kind of cool. And he floated over the fields, and he rained down on them, and he felt the roots of the plants soak up all the water. And he rained down on the mountains, and he saw a river and a stream and a lake and the sea, and he thought, I'm making all of that. It's great to be a cloud. But then the wind blew and started to move him across the sky somewhere he didn't want to go. He thought, it's quite nice being a cloud, but the wind's even more powerful than me. The wind can move me anywhere. I can't stop it. I wish I was the wind. And as he said that, the goddess of wishes up in heaven, she smiled. She said, okay. She sang him a song like this. Stonecutter, chip, 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 and the sun in the sky shines so bright. Sister cloud, she brings us rain, and the western wind blows day and night. Mountain, mountain, big and strong, the little stonecutter chips all day long. Chip, 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 chip. And then the stonecutter became the wind. And he liked it. It was fast and furious, and he blew around the windmills, and he blew the clouds through the sky, and he blew the hats off the people, and he blew the sailboats across the ocean. He thought, it's great being the wind. This is fun. I like being the wind. Whoosh. But then he came to a mountain, a big, tall, black mountain, and he couldn't blow it. He had to go round it. He thought, it's nice being the wind, but that mountain is stronger than me. I can't blow that mountain over. It'll blow me out the way. It's good to be the wind, but I'd like to be the mountain. Really, said the goddess of wishes. Well, if you want, let me sing you a song. And she sang down the song to the stonecutter. Stonecutter, stonecutter, chip, 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 and the sun in the sky, it shines so bright. Sister Cloud, she brings us rain, and the western wind blows day and night. Mountain, mountain, big and strong, the little stonecutter chips all day long. Chip, 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 chip. If you wish it, she said, so be it. And Stonecutter became the mountain. He thought, I like being a mountain. I'm heavy, I'm big, I am the strongest thing, nothing can move me. And he watched the rain come down, and he felt good and strong, and he felt the wind blow on him, and he wouldn't move at all. And the sun shone, and he felt warm, and at night he felt cool. Great, he said, I'm here forever. But then down at the foot of the mountain, he felt something chipping at him like this. Chip, 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 chip. He looked down and he saw the stonecutter chipping away, taking chunks of rock to make into buildings. And he thought, gosh, it's good being a mountain. But that stonecutter is going to chop me up into pieces and make me into buildings. He's more powerful and important than me. I wish I was a stonecutter. And so the stonecutter became himself. And he sat down there in the quarry, chipping away and singing to himself. I'm the stonecutter, stonecutter, chip, chip, chip. Well, the sun in the sky shines so bright. Sister Cloud, she brings us rain, and the western wind blows day and night. Mountain, mountain, big and strong, the little stonecutter chips all day long. Chip, 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 chip. And as he chipped away at the mountain, he felt the sun shining on his back, and he felt the sun was part of him. He imagined the sun making the food that he was eating, and he knew that the warmth of the sun was inside him. And he watched the clouds blowing overhead, and he knew as he breathed out that moisture in his body was going up to the clouds, and when he drank, he was drinking water that came from them. And then when the wind blew, he felt the air moving inside and outside of his body, and he knew that he was part of the air, and the air was part of him. And sometimes he'd look up the mountain, and he knew that all those bits of rock came down into soil and grew the plants that he would eat every evening at home. He knew he too was part of the mountain. And so he sat there, chipping and moulding his blocks, and he felt fine. What a great thing to be. He was a stonecutter.